Hello, I'm Karin Price-Muller, and welcome to our podcast series on Prudential's Study of Employee Benefits 2009 and beyond. This is the fourth consecutive year Prudential has conducted research among a cross-section of benefits plan sponsors and participants across the United States. For the first time, this year's study includes the views of employee benefits brokers and consultants, whose advice is critical to helping plan sponsors successfully balance their company's priorities with those of their employees. The study is designed to reveal the top concerns of employers, employees, and brokers, and to uncover important trends in the marketplace that shape the benefits industry over the next 5 years and beyond. Today, Lori High, president of Prudential's group insurance business, joins me for a discussion about one of 5 key themes that emerged from the results of this year's survey. Lori, I'd like to ask you about a report called A New Day in Employee Benefits. Employee benefit budgets are really being squeezed. Is this going to be a trend that's going to continue?
Well, I think employers right now are certainly focused on the cost and on really getting some efficiencies. Employers have not been immune to the economy at all, and they're seeing cost-cutting occur to benefits. When we look at last year's survey over this year, last year we saw almost 2/3 of employers seeing increase in their benefits, where this year we're seeing only about half of them have that increase in their overall benefit budget. So employers are seeing their budgets affected, so they're looking for technology improvements. They're looking for how we as in the industry can help shape the plan designs as well.
So if I'm an employer and I only have a certain amount of dollars to spend, what can I do to stretch that budget?
As an employer who's looking to stretch dollars, there's a number of things I think that we can step back and look at. One is to really study the plan design. Is it adequate for today's time and today's need in my employee population? I think secondly, having expert advice with a broker or an intermediary that can provide trends that are happening in the marketplace is critical. And also, the trend towards voluntary benefits is quite remarkable in the change and the shift. And I think employees have an opportunity to see how they can continue to provide value-added benefits to their employees while not increasing their cost. And then really lastly, how does technology play in, and how can I reduce my costs through technology spends?
So how important is a comprehensive benefit package to employees?
I think a comprehensive benefit package to employees is very important. It's how they view their employer. It's how they view the relationship that they may have with that employer. But lastly, it's also from a protection standpoint. Is that employee protected? And that is usually done through a comprehensive benefit package.
So what are some additional things companies can do when they're faced with these cost-cutting pressures, yet they still have pressure to provide good benefits for their employees?
It's a good question. I think employers right now are really having to assess that. And those that can take a longer-term view, they're stepping back and saying this isn't just about cost. This is about how can I shift the behavior of my employees. And they're doing that by looking at the trends in their health care coverage and the effect that has on disability. I think also that what's real interesting that we saw in the study is employers are actually pretty hopeful. It's opened up new opportunities to them. They're looking and seeing how I assess this, and they know their employee population is ready for changes. So as they look into 2010, most of them are actually fairly optimistic.
Okay, thank you, Lori. That concludes our discussion for today. Be sure to join us next time when we discuss Back to Basics, a report that tells us what employees are most focused on given the economic turmoil. For more information, you can access the full series and report on Prudential's website.